The world now runs on video game logic. What's the first thing you do?
Sneak around in a cardboard box. / gamma mode 1.
Look at my stats to find out WTF is wrong with me. Edit, thank you for the silver.
Figure out a duplication glitch for my money.
Crash.
Save. Break something. Reload. Test whether I respawn in my mom's house or my dad's house.
What movie really changed an actor's career?
Al Pacino in Godfather. Producers wanted him out and Coppola shoot the restaurant scene a long time before it was actually planned in order to convince him. Airplane. Reinvented Leslie Nielsen's career from a dramatic character actor to a comedic lead.
Rocky for Sylvester Stallone. That movie single-handedly propelled his career.
Andy Serkis in LODR, The Two Towers.
That unknown Australian actor who was cast to play Wolverine in the X-Men. Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover. Went from being a weird indie comic with a couple small roles in forgettable movies into a household name pretty much overnight.
What does your job ask you to hide from the customers?
My last job was a white-labeled help desk. You had to hide the fact that your company existed at all from the customer. You had to pretend you were from whatever company the customer was using for their IT. Also, at the hotel I worked at, if a guest found a stray bed bug, all staff were instructed to neither confirm nor deny that it was an actual bed bug. Word games were not fun.
We have to hide when we get some water, can't have the customers knowing we too need water. Edit, Jesus, this got a lot of attention for just water, damn THX brothers.
What was the fastest way you've seen someone ruin their life?
I saw a guy in the highway blow past me in a lifted truck doing about 120 plus 130 mph hit a concrete divider. He was being chased by a state trooper. If say that was the fastest way I've seen someone ruin their life.
Saw a guy slide down a stair rail and fall backwards 12 feet onto a concrete floor. Died at the hospital less than 24 hours later. From college student to dust in less than a day, pretty quick.
Ex-racist subreddit, what event or events changed you?
Actually interacting with the people I supposedly hated.
Grew up in a town with no black people. Dad was very racist. So naturally I grew up racist. Joined the military and was forced to hang out with a melting pot of races. Straightened me out.
What's something you pretend to agree with because it's way too much work to explain why it's incorrect?
I agree with everything that drunk people say.
My now ex call her clit-a-click. Annoys the hell out of me, but I stopped correcting her a long time ago.
People think I'm a vegetarian for purely ethical reasons. And that's part of it, but it's more complicated than that. But I don't always feel like explaining things like I hate the weird texture of most meat.
The terms and conditions for pretty much all software I use.
I stopped bothering to explain to people how their home remedy or alternative therapy is probably not doing anything. They tend to get visibly upset when I try.
What's something that's rare but shouldn't be?
Clean public bathrooms.
Seeing stars. With the light pollution in major cities, most people go months without seeing the night sky. It's a shame.
Cartoon crossovers. They used to have those all the time, but now we hardly see them anymore.
Antimatter. There is no known reason why the universe didn't create equal quantities of matter and antimatter.
People using their blinker. Emeralds in Minecraft. Not to mention that villagers are massive scam artists.
People that want to date me.
The world now runs on porn logic. What's the first thing you do?
If current trends stick around, I'll be sure to stay the fuck away from family reunions. Obligatory edit, thanks for the awards folks. Not sure how I feel about my top comment being about avoiding incest at family reunions though.
Pop down to the local women's spa and apply for a job as a masseuse.
Fall asleep. I'll be awoken 30 minutes later by 4 co-eds who thought it'd be fun to play with it.
You'll ask my teacher what I can do for extra credit.
Answer the door for my sister's friend and let her walk in even though I told her my sister isn't there.
Go to the gym, since there will always only be one girl there, all the machines will be free.
I can't do anything, apparently I am stuck under the table and it's impossible for me to get out.
People of Reddit who aren't afraid of death, why aren't you?
Imminence and death really isn't the worst that can happen. Living daily with pain and humiliation or psychosis is a lot more scary to me. What's it going to do to me? Kill me?
Death is inevitable, whether I worry or not. It's not going to change the conclusion. Billions of people have done it before me. I don't hear them complaining.
Death seems peaceful for me. I don't think people are afraid of death, they're afraid of dying.
What older TV show or movie should every young person watch?
Alien with Sigourney Weaver. They could not believe it was from 1979. Great movie that aged really well.
12 Angry Men. Ridiculously tense and well acted, and it all takes place in a single room. Probably the best black and white movie I've ever watched.
Till Reddit is way younger than I am.
Arsenic and Old Lace, dark humor. A Cary Grant is the best.
Original Twilight Zone.
Big Trouble in Little China. I've talked with others before about how kids now aren't going to just stumble upon movies and sit and watch them because there's nothing else on TV. That's how I discovered this movie.